Hello, Toastmasters mentors. You have volunteered to be a mentor in the club for a new member. Now what you going to do? Well, I'm here to help you with that. Initially, you want to build some rapport with that individual. You may or may not know them. There could be a brand new member and you've just seen them for the first time. Build some rapport. Talk about personal stuff. Talk about their lives, married, single, kids, dogs, cats, all this good stuff. Just to build a little commonality with them. Once we've gotten to that point, now we want to dig into the points of what did they join Toastmasters for? And you want to relay to them that you're here to help them achieve that from a positive and encouraging standpoint. Sure, there will be critiques and evaluations, which will give them a little idea of what they need to improve upon. But you want to be that person that's there to come back and say, you know what, that evaluation was a little tough, but here's what you want to take away from it. How can I become a better Toastmaster? So beginning, you want to have a servant's heart. You want to be able to help that person get to the goals they have for joining Toastmasters. Some people may want to improve their leadership skills, be able to run meetings, take over and even do seminars down the road. Other people just want to come and improve their confidence, speaking in front of one person or 10, 20 people. Just depends on their environment. Other folks want to improve their promptu speaking. How can I walk in and on the spot come up with a topic to talk about and do it eloquently? So figure out what they want to do. Then help them lay out the path and the plan to get to that goal. Help them, give them an overview and idea of how they can get through that CC manual in an effective time period, 6 to 8 months or so. Now, as a Toastmaster, we've already been giving you the mentor checklist, a list of things to go over with them to kind of give them a good head start. I developed this mostly because of the things I didn't get that I would have liked when I started as a new Toastmaster 5 years ago. For you, give them some tips that you might have picked up along the way that would have helped you back in the beginning as well. Lay out some groundwork and some guidelines. You want to give them some expectations of them and what you're going to expect of them through this mentoring process. And ask them what they will expect from you. How can I help and what do you want me to do? Want me to touch base weekly, bi-weekly? Do we want to meet face-to-face via Skype, Google Hangouts, FaceTime? How do we want to do it? So work out those groundworks and those details. And then lastly, you want to give them the tools and the resources. Run through the CL, the CC manual. Show them how it works and how it's laid out. Show them how to go to the websites. Log in. Sign for roles on the agenda. All those good things. Now again, all these are in the mentor checklist. And then secondly, there's a page to give to them for their homework that I would ask you to hold them accountable to get done in about at least the first two meetings. Since we meet weekly, within a couple of weeks they should be able to get through those few things. Lastly, you want to have fun with the member. Depending on the situation, if you want to have some social events, meet for coffee outside the club, lunch, breakfast, whatever it might be. But again, build some rapport, have some fun, and let's make this Toastmasters not just about getting up in front of people and speaking, but about relationship building. Because as we know, when we go to our grave, we're going to be wanting to know more about the relationships that we had in our lives, not about the things we accomplished or the money that we made. And again, lastly, and probably the most important, have fun in the process. You're learning how to help other people and coach them, and they're learning how to navigate the whole Toastmasters world.